Can I be honest with you? I never really wanted to have a TikTok account. I just created one because I'm a content creator and everyone told me I had to. Like, everyone is there. It's easier to grow your audience. It's easier to make your name. The videos are short, so you don't have to work as much as you do for a YouTube video and everything. Okay, fine. I'm gonna treat this as work, as business, and I'm gonna do my best to understand how this works and to be successful at it. What I felt is like, yes, it's very easy to catch views, comments, and follow. At the same time, you don't get the engagement. It feels like you do because of that, but at the same time, like, they watch this one viral video, maybe they're gonna watch another one in like a month, but they're never gonna hear from you again. They're not gonna follow you on Instagram. They're not gonna follow you on YouTube. They're not gonna get interested about your life unless you give your soul to it. Not only from a creator perspective, I was overwhelmed and burned out in a viewer's perspective. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna quit for a week. I'm gonna see how I feel, because I was using TikTok like all day long, all the time. Like, I don't use my phone before bed or after waking up, but after I do my little morning routine or before doing my little night routine, I would be using TikTok for at least 1 or 2 hours. The street is being chaotic right now. Anyways, it's been a month. I don't miss it at all, but I do have some insights to share, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm not crazy, so I obviously didn't delete my account. I deleted the app because I wouldn't throw away like literal months and months of work, right? I did think about like deleting the app and uploading again when I had something new to upload. The problem is that if you delete the app, your drafts are gonna be deleted as well. And for someone who works with that and plans all their content ahead, me up. I'm very organized. Like, you can ask anyone for this reference. I'm very organized. I literally hate opening my camera roll and seeing a bunch of files, especially if I cannot really tell what they are. I was using TikTok kind of like my dump, you know, like I would post those concert videos, I would edit some of them, and I would just put everything in there. And then I was like, you know what, that's kind of dumb. I should just create a folder in my desktop, in my computer, send all those files there, and just keep those files in there in case I ever need them. They're gonna be there, they're gonna be organized, and I don't have to keep seeing them all the time on my phone, but I don't have to keep TikTok either. One little thing that we learn when we start creating content is that everything is content. You know, we created a YouTube channel about concerts, so every single thing, like a concert that you go to, a Get Ready With Me, whatever, that is gonna be content. But on TikTok, everything is content, because it's just 15-second videos, maybe even less. And it's ideal that you post from 2 to 3 times a day. Your brain goes all day long thinking about TikTok audios, TikTok trends, TikTok this, TikTok that. From the creator perspective, you're like, literally what I'm doing right now could be a TikTok. A video could be a TikTok. This water bottle could be a TikTok somehow. So you think about so many ideas at the same time, about so many things, that you just don't do anything. You know that color wheel that you have like all the colors at the same time, and it's so many colors that when you spin it, everything is blank, everything is white, because you don't see anything anymore. That's how my brain felt when I was on TikTok creating content for it. I felt like I had so many ideas, so many inspirations, so many things going on, so many references, so many people better than me. It was so much that I just did nothing. I couldn't do anything. What I could do was like on TikTok, and that was it. So I literally felt like it was sucking up my life. If you have a little bit of interest in mental health, you know that comparison is one of the unhealthiest things that you can do for yourself. And at this point, we know that internet is not the place for you to not compare yourself. I could try to filter better in my other social medias. Like, let's say Instagram, that people, you know, used to compare themselves with their perfect lives and everything, because Instagram is more curated. That's why a lot of people like TikTok, because it's more unfiltered, more real life, more natural. But let me say something, you don't have to expose everything about your real life. Some things I would not like to have known, and it was right there in my For You page. On Instagram, at least I can decide who to follow. I never follow anyone who made me feel bad. I follow some people because I had to be polite about it. You know, I just can mute them if I don't like what they're posting. I'm not a jealous person. Like, I am someone, I have many flaws, but I am someone who I feel happy for other people. I feel inspired by other people. But on TikTok, the flexing is so natural and subtle that it's so light, you don't even notice. Yes, I was comparing myself to prettier people than me. I was comparing myself to richer people than me. I was comparing myself to smarter people than me. And mostly I was comparing other people's content with mine, and I wouldn't create anything. I had a really hard time for a while making YouTube videos because I thought they were boring. I thought they were too long. I thought that everything that I could make a video about could have been a TikTok, and I would save time and people would watch it more. And yes, maybe they would, but it wouldn't have the same value that a YouTube video has, and your brain wouldn't get so exhausted after watching something like this. There's a quote that I really like that I've been learning how to implement in my life, but like stay in your lane. Of course, we have to look to the sides and we have to look around to get inspired, to get motivated, to trade experience and everything, but not in a way that isn't healthy, that you cannot even get out of bed because you're so depressed about everything that you're seeing and how much better people are going, that you just don't. Yeah, I got depressed for many personal reasons, but I do think that TikTok had a big influence in my mental health and how shitty it was. I have to stop that video to go grab water because my throat is about to get drier. One of the biggest reasons why I wanted to quit TikTok is because I work in the music industry and that was making me fucking depressed. Not working in the music industry, but working in the music industry and seeing how it works on TikTok. 2 weeks without TikTok and I realized something that I didn't really notice before is that I was getting lazy when it came to music. Like I wasn't listening to my old stuff anymore. I was getting lazy to look for new artists. I was listening to whatever my For You page wanted me to listen to. I was seeing artists that don't have any talent, respectfully, but they don't have any talent. And they were like booking shows while artists that are amazing aren't getting any recognition because their TikToks aren't going viral. So when you work in both sides as someone who loves music and as someone who works with that, you feel fucking sad. I'm not wanting to sound like, oh, we should be listening to, I don't know, like Lady Gaga, or we should be listening to Led Zeppelin. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm not saying that we should like just, you know, listen to whatever they put in there. 2 weeks after quitting TikTok, I start working on my playlist again. I start looking for new music again. I start getting more open for my friends' songs. Something that hasn't been happening in a long time. I know many artists here in LA that they blew up on TikTok. They got super famous. They signed this, they signed that, and then nothing ever again unless you go viral again. It's hard to post one video a week on YouTube because like an artist don't drop a song every week. It's really hard to make a song. It's really hard to make a video. So why would it be easy and okay for artists and creators to be posting every single day, twice a day? Like, does nobody notice how bad this is for creativity and mental health? Like it, you know. But yeah, music wise, like I have a video about that. I don't want you to watch because I was ugly in that video. I could make another video about that maybe in another way because I have shit to say about TikTok and music and how this is bad. I started to feel young and pretty again, which is insane if you consider that I am in my mid-20s. I am probably looking at my best right now and I'm totally wasting all my potential and all the energy that I could be using for my confidence and liking myself the way I am on comparing myself to other people. But we talked about comparison already, right? Like you see people who are skinnier than you, who are richer than you, who look better than you, who dress better than you. But one thing that was fucked up and I never realized until I quit TikTok is that I was tripping over things that doesn't exist. TikTok talks so much about like, oh, we have to accept yourself as you are and this is reality and this is that. But at the same time, you see people talking about wrinkles, Botox, like you're fucking 23. Why the fuck are you putting Botox in your face? You're gonna look like a balloon in 5 years. There are so many flaws that I never realized that I had and I will be totally fine dying without knowing that I had, or at least noticing them in like 10 years. So yes, I felt like I was too old to do stuff. I felt like I was too ugly to do stuff. Their filters are fucking crazy. I mean, I try to keep as natural and artsy as possible. That's my vibe. I don't want to be constantly seeing myself differently because that's exactly it. The moment that you have to make a YouTube video, you fucking hate yourself. I'm grateful for like skincare hacks and tips and everything, but there are ways to say that without putting paranoia in other people. Remember when there was a nose job trend? Like I have a nose job. I got a nose job a few years ago because I was very insecure about my nose, but that was something I had ever since I was 9 years old. I wanted to change that about myself, but then a trend on TikTok about nose job, about wrinkles, about like Botox, guys, like that's insane. I didn't care about TikTok for a week. I didn't care about it for 2. The worst that happened is that every time I was bored, I would go to my TikTok. Every time I was anxious, I would look for my TikTok, like the app. Of course, I didn't open because I didn't have it anymore, right? Those were the moments where I felt like I was gonna open it again. But the rest of the day, I was busy. I was doing something else. That means busy. I really didn't care. And then that's when I start understanding that, you know what? Maybe I should start to learn how to sit with boredom. That's basically it. Like you always always need more dopamine because you had dopamine and now your brain is used to that, and that's motivation. You think it's motivation, but then it's so much dopamine right when you start your day or when you're about to finish or through the day that it's like nothing is good enough anymore. You know, like the second that you have to take an elevator to go do laundry, you're already bored, you cannot stand it. So I'm like, no, I don't want to live like that. I smoked cigarettes for a while, like very short period of my life. I regret it so much. Like, never ever try vape or cigarettes in your life. I swear, baby girl, it's so hard to quit. I was looking for people's experience about quitting TikTok and everything. I just realized like the correlation, like when you watch a video about quitting cigarettes, it's the same steps for you to quit a social network. You've been so in that multiverse that is TikTok that you just are not content with anything anymore. Again, I have many flaws, but I've always been very smart, especially emotionally smart. Years and years ago, I was a little Cami. I would say like around 11, 12 maybe. And I decided I would never again in my life watch the news. I was used to see my grandmother, my mother, whatever, everyone just watching the news all the time because, you know, they want to know what is up in the world and everything. I've always been a sensitive person. I was a sensitive kid. I was a sensitive teenager, and I am a sensitive adult right now. When I was watching the news back then, I would feel so bad, so heavy, so anxious, so like depressed. In a very young age, I realized that I didn't have to go through that. What I start noticing is that when I went to school or by overhearing my mom talking to someone or my grandma and everything, I would end up knowing what was important because people talk about what is important. It's funny because that can be applied for TikTok as well. You will have so much fear of missing out, of not being on the trends, of not knowing what is going on, who is cool, who is not, what is new, what is not. At the end of the day, does it matter? It's good drama, it's good cheat. I'm not gonna say it's not, but does it matter? It's not everything flowers and butterflies. I have a lot of work to do in a lot of things related to my life and myself, and TikTok was just a big part of the problem for me, at least. I didn't want to feel like I was having my brain fried every single day all the time. Since I talk about music, creativity and everything, I felt like sharing my experience. Let me know if you guys want more videos like that, sharing about more experience about other stuff that are not music related. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, I talk so much. Here's my 12 hearts. Oh my goodness. Bye.